Good afternoon, grade 10s. Today we're going to be looking at 3 problem-solving techniques. That is the empty chair technique, brainstorming, and mind mapping. So let's get straight into it with the empty chair technique. So if you look at this slide, what do you see? Okay, in this picture here, there's an empty chair and no one else there. In this one, there's an empty chair and a gentleman kind of looking at that chair, and the same thing in the third picture. So what is this empty chair technique? This technique encourages clear thinking. It's often used to explore human relationships, so as to encourage a person to see both points of view. So you literally sit in one chair and you face an empty chair, and it's like you are having a chat with an imaginary person. So it helps you reflect and think about your own thoughts and opinions, but in a verbal, loud way, so you can hear yourself think. The method is that you have to position yourself in a chair across from another empty chair, and then you talk through this problem. You explain this problem out aloud to an imaginary person. This sometimes helps to come up with a clearer understanding of what the issues really are. We're now going to be looking at the second one, which is brainstorming. So brainstorming is very important to understand that it is a group problem-solving technique. Okay, you don't just brainstorm by yourself. There has to be a number of people involved in this brainstorming technique, and it involves spontaneous contribution. So people shout out what their thoughts and ideas are, and everyone in the group needs to kind of give their input. So step 1 is you write down all the thoughts about how to solve a problem. The group then evaluates all these thoughts that are there, and then they take these ideas and they list them in order of which is best, which is worst, and then they choose one. So brainstorming has a number of tips that one needs to do. It helps set a direction. You've got to, when the brainstorming session is on, try and keep people focused on the task, on the problem that you're solving. Involve everyone. Invite any idea, as wild as it may be. Look for obvious connections between everything that people are saying. It helps cross-fertilize ideas, okay? Don't hold any judgment against someone for their idea. Allow people to repeat things and display all these ideas for everyone to see. The last problem-solving technique that we are going to look at is a mind map. Now, with a mind map, it's basically putting your thoughts in an organized fashion, right? So the first step is to start with a central idea. So to start with something in the middle. I just want to jump back to that brainstorming one, okay? So have a look at this mind map. You have the central idea, and then you have all these branches going out, elaborating more and more on these issues that you are trying to solve. Whereas with brainstorming, it's not logical. It's all over the place. There isn't a central idea. Right, so the steps with mind mapping are that you start with the central idea. The step 2 is you break the idea up into logical branches or logical units. And then you use a variety of shapes, colors, and symbols and styles to put forward all your thoughts. So those are the 3 problem-solving techniques that we've looked at now. It is the empty chair technique, brainstorming, and mind mapping. Hope you can use them.